My life revolves around success. No one told me, but I know. Life is nothing without it. Everybody tells me that happiness is most important, but without hard work, you won't go anywhere. Without hard work, you'll end up like your grumpy bus driver who drives you to school every day with a frown on his face. I bet he didn't try. I sit in the back of the bus, not because I don't have any friends. I sit in the back of the bus so I can study. Or at least that's what I tell myself. On Tuesday morning, I wake up and head into the kitchen for a nice bowl of bran flakes with almond milk. My parents leave early every morning to work, so it's just me. That means I can spend my time with my best friend, the black noise-canceling headphones that I keep on my dresser. I place them gently on the top of my brown curls and press a button underneath the right ear to turn on the fun pop music I always listen to. I try not to think about the times I could have gotten an A plus, but only got an A. That plan always goes down the drain, even when I turn the volume all the way up and sing loudly to the tune. After breakfast, the tears are here. I can't stop them, but I'm still glad I'm not at school where all the kids can see me cry. It happens a lot, but it's not my job to stop them. No, I tell myself. It's not my fault. I got confused between a proton and a neutron. The problem was that if I wanted to go to an Ivy League college, I needed to try harder. I walked to the bus stop, wiping away tears. The air teased me, taunted me, rubbing it all in. The slight breeze whipped my hair into my face as I shuffled down the street, head down. I tried to distract myself from the question, but it keeps on poking its head through the little hole in the back of my brain where all the smallest facts slip out. I make it to the bus stop and onto the bus without shedding a tear. But once I make it down the aisle and to the back of the bus, I collapse into a pool of silent sobs. I need this for myself, I pleaded to whoever was listening. Success, and then happiness. No one has ever told me, but I know it's true.
Okay, great. That's really great. Again, I think this character can be so compelling because of a certain contradiction. Um, okay, so this is how I understand the internal, what we've been calling the internal force of the character. The character believes that success will make her happy. Life is nothing without success, she says. And yet, so we can say on one hand that what she pursues is happiness. She's chosen a certain path that she thinks is going to get her to happiness. The irony, though, the contradiction, is that the pursuit of happiness, it turns out, is the source of unhappiness. So she is unhappy. She retreats into this pool of silence. She's very isolated. Her parents are not at home. She cuts herself off from the world with these noise canceling headphones, which metaphorically and literally disconnect her from her surroundings, from other people, from other voices. No one has told her, there's this motif that's repeated at least twice. No one has told her that success equals happiness. So we get this sense that there's almost a solipsistic universe, a lonely universe that she exists in. And and like I said, it is her pursuit of happiness that is making her unhappy. It's this belief that she must be happy. And that belief is, it turns out, the source of her loneliness. And so now I think what's going to happen in that story, if it does indeed resolve at some point, is she's going to have to understand, maybe on some level, that that happiness comes from within, or that it's like only once you start letting go of the need for happiness that you really become happy. Something like that. Like she's going to, in other words, have to come to terms with her own quest. Like in this case, it's really smart of you, Amelia. I think in this case, the quest is like the thing she pursues is also her worst enemy. So there's going to have to be some kind of turn, some kind of shift in perception, in belief. There's also these really great images that you have. This is the last thing that I just wanted to point out. The first was the headphones. The headphones is a really great symbol, a really great metaphor. It's kind of like the cell phone in Nova's story. And then I thought the image of the bus driver was really great image because it not only was a really detailed, concrete, and specific image, a grumpy bus driver with a fan in his face, but it also shows the kind of like twisted consciousness of the character. The character is very condescending toward this bus driver. Her attitude towards him is very cruel. I think. I mean, she assumes that he must not have tried, and that's how he ended up where he is. So, in other words, she's projecting her own unhappiness onto the bus driver. It's really smart writing. It's really subtle stuff. That's the kind of thing you can't really teach, I don't think. So it's that very attitude, I think, that might need to change in the story if the story is going to resolve itself. And not all stories do resolve themselves. But anyway, yeah, that was great. That was really a smart character sketch, I think. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Amelia. Next up is Penelope.
Okay. Mine also has like the internal force and the outside force, so it's both. Oh, and you're probably not going to see me.